Welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. I'm your host as always. Today I am playing a solo day. Unfortunately, I don't believe Rob's around. Have not necessarily checked. No offense, Rob. But it's been a long weekend, good long weekend, thankfully, here in Canada. So I'm kind of taking things pretty easy. I didn't really have anything planned. Yeah, anyways, I have for us today a scenario from the ASLOK 20th anniversary pack, or at least I believe it's the 20th anniversary pack. This was released in 2005, so it kind of gives you an idea as to how long ASLOK has been around, and also ASL. So this is the first scenario from the pack, Lions of Westerplatte. Obviously, if you have been a long-time viewer, you will know what that is from. Or just how far back I'm crawling to get some scenarios here. I kind of just saw this as it looks small, and therefore I will play it because I had very little time to set up. And we're gonna see how we feel about this scenario, because it is a strange one. There's a lot of SSRs, so I'm gonna try and get through it relatively quickly. But I did want to get through some talking points first. This feels very weird to say because I've only really done it like once when I did a podcast years ago, which that also is very strange to think about. Anyways, Twitch has changed some rules, so as far as I am aware, you do not need to be partnered or affiliated or whatever to get donations or subscriptions and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how it works because I am a dork and I legit do not think about these sorts of things. And so there are rewards that you can like claim. So there's channel points. People can donate, I think, or do bits and do cheers and stuff. I don't know how necessarily works, but you don't need to be you don't need to have more popularity than I do to get subscriptions and stuff. So what that means is I am not gonna push this, but I'm just letting that go out there as a service announcement. If I happen to ever make money from this, it's just gonna go back to somebody with artistic integrity and skill that can put some shoe shine and polish on this stream, because yeah, I'm just not that skilled in making a UI that's better than what I currently have. So yeah, and obviously, if I wasn't going to put that money towards, gifts towards like Rob, Rootin, and other people I've played with over the years, because of all the friggin' time that they have put in to help me out with this and play against me and all that, and just generally support me in this huge project, which will hopefully go on for multiple more decades. It will be money put towards scenarios that I do not have, or that get voted on from, I don't know, people, whoever it is. I hope to someday get the time on target scenarios, which are very rare, and unfortunately that drives up their price, but also have just interesting stuff like any other product out there. Like, special shout out to I forget their name now. They were on Discord, so their name might not be someone who's ever even really been on the stream, but they gave me a scenario that came from Sweden. I believe it was Sweden, from a magazine that has, as far as I'm aware, like never made it outside their country. So to have rare scenarios like that, that just don't really see the spotlight anywhere, period is really cool, and it's kind of one of the main reasons why I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy it too. So with the channel stuff out of the way, um, I'm just gonna put it out there. Thank you to everybody. I know I usually say this at the end, but thank you to everybody who watches, comments, etc. I appreciate it. So today's scenario hopefully will not be too crazy or strange. It is. Oh, right. These guys can't be concealed. I forgot. So this scenario is very strange because it does not look the way I would think it is, and I cannot find an errata that would change things in a significant way. So this scenario, it is very different from the Westerplatte pack that I played with Rutan. I believe a year, if not more ago. Actually, it would have been like 2 years ago, in September or something like that. So the scenario involves the Poles versus the Germans. The Germans in this scenario have three like factions. They don't really change things up, so it's nothing to worry about too much. But it is something that is there, so it's strange. Now, the Poles all set up on or west of Hex Row Z. This is very strange because it eliminates a lot of stone buildings that you would think that they would have because it's Westerplatte, but nonetheless, they don't have them. The scenario is 6.5 turns, which is pretty long for a scenario that just takes up half of a board, maybe slightly more than half a board, but barely. They can also set up entrenched. However, there are no counters for that, so I would assume if they're entrenched at all, it would just be basic foxholes. So I'm going to go and spread those out. If they set up in concealed terrain, they get to set up concealed, and therefore do not have inspection rights of inspection from the German side. So essentially, they get to set up concealed. There is one exception to this. You need to have MMCs in buildings U8 and Y10. Both of those are known to be fortified buildings, so there's no point hiding the counters. They just are there. And the Poles get 4 wire counters among a very hefty slew of machine guns, which I will probably cry about at some point. Now, if a hex has line of sight to the southern map board edge, they do not get to set up concealed. I don't know why this is. They just don't. So it's very strange. And yeah. I have to go deal with something real quick. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go put a band-aid on something. Apparently, they were not so easy to find. Okay, so, as mentioned, this scenario is quite complicated. The Poles get to set up concealed. Now, the Germans, on the other hand, all get to set up on hex row FF and east of it, which doesn't really give you a lot of options, and you're probably just going to end up setting up concealed anyways. Like, there's not really options for the German side to set up and not be concealed. So, I don't understand. Okay. There's some reinforcements that can come in kind of randomly based on dice rolls and turn. So between turns 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, if you roll equal to or less than the red circle number in the box for the turn, so 2 being 1, 5 being 6, and there's different numbers there, you can get some reinforcements. They're better than nothing, I will say that, but it's not really, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's too important, but we'll see. We will see. I need that as my card draw pool. All right, cool. So EC is moderate, no wind at start, weather is clear, all green is woods, all water obstacles are level 0 open ground. The R1 S1 is grain. You can tell grain because it's very smooth compared to all the forests, which have just a lot more bumps and ridges and stuff. All buildings are ground level only. This is a very important thing I will touch upon very shortly. All Polish troops are elite, all Polish elite and first line squads, which is like all of their guys. They only have elite squads, so they have assault fire, which is normal. Polish MMCs have a broken morale raised by 1. Due to the familiarity with the terrain, the cost for Polish units moving through woods is 1.5 movement factors instead of 2. The first Polish MMC that is subject to heat of battle automatically battle hardens and creates a hero. The Axis minor units in the German OB represent the Danzig Schupo, a paramilitary police force, and are treated as Axis minor for heat of battle. Excuse me, heat of battle, and are German in all other respects. So they don't take capture use penalties for German machine guns and mortars and stuff. The Danzig Schupo units, which they keep typoing this as Danzig, that's not the name, may commit massacre, which is interesting. The 548 squad in the German OOB and any created half squads are assault engineers and sappers, and are the only units that may use the demo charge without non-qualified use penalties. The German player receives a 280 millimeter, aka 36 -1 DRM NOBA or Naval Offboard Artillery. Only rules G14.63, G14.67, and G14.68 are applicable. Directed by a shipboard observer from any southboard edge between T and Z. At the start of each player turn for the observer's location. NOBA must use naval direct fire. This is in the Blood Reef Tarawa stuff. So I'm going to have to really just jump around for a bunch of things. Exception, area of fire attacks are not halved. If a NOBA attack is in a woods hex that results in a KIA, you make a subsequent dice roll. If the dice roll is equal or less than the KIA number, place a palm debris counter in the hex. So why this is an issue is because shipboard observers are generally level 1, but because all of this is woods and it's on south edge between T and Z, you really can't see anywhere because you're plateaued as soon as you try to look anywhere past the original hexes. So I don't know if this is a case where you just hope to get a lot of KIAs because it's 36 -1. I don't know. But it's very strange to me because it feels like the artillery will simply hit the one valuable hex and then kind of fizzle out. But we'll see, I guess. Again, that's 5 SSRs, pretty lengthy. Additionally, there's an optional SSRs. Um, I assume it's optional in the sense that you do them. It's just there are choices to be made. So at the start of the first player turn, when the Polish player is reduced to 1 or fewer leaders, an 8-0 leader enters any eligible hex on the west edge of the next Polish movement phase. At the end of the first player turn, when the German player is reduced to 1 or fewer leaders, the 7-0 leader enters any eligible hex on the east edge of the next German movement phase. And B, during the player turns of 2, 3, and 4, each player makes a reinforcement die roll. Subtract your CVP suffered. So not gained or earned, it's CVP suffered. And check the table below for optional reinforcements. Each unit may enter only once per game. And yeah, so then there's an example. So the idea is if you lose too many guys early on, you can potentially roll to get reinforcements and kind of help you out. Yeah. Also, reinforcements is not typed correctly. I don't know, it's weird. Then, victory conditions. So the German player wins by earning 13 or more VP more than the Polish player at game end. In addition to CVPs, the German player earns 1 VP if all buildings east of hex row Z are controlled, 3 VP for each fortified building location destroyed or controlled, and 5 VP if there are no unbroken Polish MMC adjacent to any railroad hex. I should point out there is a railroad that goes from R4 to GG5, GG6 as a... sorry, this is Q4. I don't know why I said R4. Q4 to GG5, GG6. So there's a railway. Essentially, that upper road is a railway. If the Polish don't have a normal squad next to it, then they lose 5 points, or the Germans gain 5 points, whichever. So yeah. Anyways, I am going to just get at this because I think I have talked about SSRs too much at this point. And yeah, so weather was no change. I don't have anything I want to do in the rally phase. We'll go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, I do want to set up. I'm just gonna put a counter for my artillery guy or my naval offboard observer. Again, like I said, there's not really much in the way of options to choose from. Because let's say I put it in U10 and somehow it's counted as U10 rather than board edge. I still can't shoot or see guys like in these hexes because they have orchard and orchard would block it. I guess technically if it's in U10 specifically, I could see into U9, but I would not be able to see any like U8, U7, or anything around here because of the orchards, and anything else is plateaued, past the original hex. So I don't understand why you would have artillery and have the map designed this way, but it's designed this way, and we're going to try and play within it. So the rules that are applying here, like I said, are G14.63, 0.67, 0.68. So let us see what that says for us. So G14.63 is battery access. So you have it has a draw pile of 5 black and 2 red. However, in I don't know why, but in the OOB it says draw pile is 5 black, 3 red. So I'm gonna go with the card. And just assume whenever a chit in the draw pile is otherwise permanently removed, you're mixed back into the pile, so you're never permanently removed from the NOBA draw pile, and you never permanently lose your battery access. So yeah, you just keep drawing and putting back in the pile and all that. Fire missions, so 14.67, the only fire missions are HE concentration and IR. So yeah, the HE concentrations. I'm pretty sure it's the double size or whatever. And 14.68. So shipboard observer. Like I said, it's at level 1. In this case, it is at the board edge because there are no ocean hexes or anything like that. A shipboard observer is assumed to be at level 1 and both grants a -1 to that battery's accuracy die roll and halves its extent of error. However, a shipboard observer may place an AR only in adjacent to a known enemy ground unit and must make an extra chit draw if a known to him friendly ground unit is within 6 hexes of that AR. So in this case, like, I could have put my maybe I should have 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh no, I'm good. So I can technically target Y10 and not suffer any huge penalties because of that. In fact, the only thing that really makes sense to me is being in the Z line and putting there's my counter. And putting an AR in like Y9. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay, so that's it for the shipboard observer stuff. A shipboard observer was successfully placed in AR prior to beginning a new fire mission may dispense with the spotting run and immediately place a fire for effect 1, which you do accuracy extent of error. Otherwise, it's treated as a normal non-aerial observer. Now we do have to go to Blood Reef Tarawa. And what was the rule cited there? BRT 3.21 through to 3.23. So 3.21. Wait, what? Why is that? Oh, this is gonna reference a different. That's not good. Does this reference a different version of this? It must. Gun emplacements. Unless it's in the campaign game 3. Yes, okay. So it's not in chapter 3 for sand, because that wouldn't make any sense. It's in chapter 15 with the campaign rules and then CG blah blah blah. So I'm looking at naval batteries 3.2 or 3, I guess just 3.21 to 3.23, either way. 3.21 direct fire. So I can declare for a fire mission, which I believe it must be naval direct fire. So direct fire, it's the same as onboard gun, except modified within. If it made radio contact and has battery access, it may use direct fire instead of a AR, SR, FFE placement. In both cases, battery access must be gained in each player turn. The LOS is traced from the thing's location or from the offboard observer's recorded hex. Any direct fire, which uses the offboard observer, essentially receives a rate of fire of 2, which is insane. A white dispersed smoke counter is placed in any non-water hex target. After the resolution of the IFT result, a naval battery may not use direct fire if the FFE2 counter is already on board, or if air support is on the map. Target selection, yeah, you can use multiple rate of fire to target the original hex or an adjacent hex. To hit, in order to fire using direct fire, all AR, SR, FFE counters for that module are first removed. Direct fire by a naval battery may use any target type. The basic to hit for a naval battery for various target types is 6 for infantry, 7 for vehicular, or 8 for area. In the scenario card, it says area to hit is 8, so I'm just gonna go with that. because it specifically says that area fire attacks are not halved, so you don't miss out on that. You don't deal with basic or fire based to hit. You just deal with target based to hit DRM. So TEM acquisition. Otherwise, yeah, I don't have any of the other stuff. I don't have white phosphorus, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do this, and hopefully do this correctly. So for the direct fire, I still need battery access and all that. So because it's an off-board observer, I automatically have radio contact. I will go to my OBA and my drop pile. I draw a black card. Therefore, I will have access. I'm just going to target Y10 because, again, there's no reason not to since I can see him. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Unless I've missed something, but it does not feel like that is the case. Yeah. And then I do accuracy and then extent and direction and all that. So is a shipboard observer better at accuracy checks? Oh, right. I also get a -1. What is the... I feel like Americans should have an accuracy die that's better than others. What is accuracy die check for American? Or, sorry, German is 2. I don't know why I'm thinking American. It's all this off-board stuff. I have a -1 because it's shipboard observer, which means it is accurate, which means I don't have to do anything else. So it just lands here as FFE1 and IFT. So it is a -1 because it's shipboard observer stuff. Again, unless I'm mistaken, which hopefully I'm not. And then it is the 36 firepower. 36 firepower -1 for that, and +4. So it is ultimately a +3. So we're looking at 11, I believe. 11 on 36 is still a 2 morale check. So morale check and morale check. The leader breaks, the squad is pinned. And that's it for, I think, for direct fire. Was there anything else? I don't have, I did not get, right. I needed to do a 2-hit, which if I'm using area fire because I have to, I would have rolled it for IFT. Okay, good. It's that. Does that change it? A 10? Still 2 morale check. All right, cool. I just want to make sure I did not mess that up. So I didn't get rate of fire, and that's why I was checking for IFT instead of... I should have rolled 2-hit for the first one. Okay, so that is that done. I don't believe there's anything else for me to do for that, which is good. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, I'm going to have these guys not declare CX. They'll go 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Next up, this huge gang in FF8. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, don't need to go further with that. This gang is going to do bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. And then unit in FF0 is going to assault move to EE1. I think that's it. Defense fire phase, I mean, I don't really lose anything for shooting, but there's also no point. So we'll just do nothing. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. I don't care to have this leader here anymore, so 2... I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that makes the most sense. Advances. We're gonna split some guys here, so y'all get to go in here. You get to go there. These guys are gonna split, so you will go here. And there. Huzzah! You go in those woods. That's right. I need to do this because otherwise they'll just CX and whatever. And then these guys all go to AA9, and that's it. No CC. We go to Polish turn 1. Huzzah! No weather change. Take off the pins. Over here, self-rally succeeds, which is kind of crazy. And that's it for rallies. Prep fire phase. I mean, again, like, I don't really have anything I want to do or care to do. Yeah. I think that's, yeah, the one thing that's kind of getting me here is the direct fire does not change the, like, area. So you're still just, instead you're shooting at 1 hex, which, I don't know, it's kind of very meh. Like, I can't really see that changing anything. But, yeah, strange. I don't know. It seems odd that, you don't get, like, an area to deal with or anything, so whatever. So, prep fire, do I have anything in prep fire? No. Do I do anything in movement phase? No. There's just no point. Like, I don't think this guy in Y6 can see the guy in AA8, so there's not much of a point. Yeah. I am going to assemble a medium machine gun, and I am going to assemble a mortar. Both of them will lose concealment as a result, but otherwise, like, I really don't have anything to do here. No routes. Do I have advances to do? Not. There's nowhere for this guy to go. Like, the squad in there is kind of just, they're kind of just stuck. Or, I don't know if stuck is the right word, but they just, yeah. They don't really have anybody else to kind of, like, work with, like, as a buddy system or anything. So, we'll just say nothing happens. Turn 2, there have been no losses on either side because I don't know how you could even really lose units. I roll a 5 for weather, so nothing changes. I do have absolutely no change, like my CVP, my die rolls, so there's nothing I can roll that would get me reinforcements, so I can't, there's nothing for me to do for the reinforcement roll, so we just, go to turn 2. I am not going to change where, actually, you know what, I will put my artillery eye next to it, because again, it doesn't matter. We are done with rally phase. I will go to prep fire phase. I will do direct fire. We'll do 2 hit on area, because again, there's no reason not to pick area. I will get a hit. It is not halved, so 36 up 3, so that's a 9 on 36, which is a 3 morale check. Yeah, that guy is toast. So he breaks. I didn't get rate of fire, which is fine. In the prep fire phase, I think I'm going to reveal the rest of the stack in AA7, and they're all going to shoot at Y6, because they're pretty much the only guy I can see at the moment. Wow. Okay, well, that's going to go away. We are looking at 16, so 8. 8 firepower up 2. That is a 6 on 8. Or sorry, up 1 because it's -1 leader. It is a 5 on 8, which I think is a 2 check only. 5 on 8 is a 2 check. That is an equal, so this guy will pin, which is also kind of crazy to think about. No rate of fire, which is a bit of a bummer. And mortar in, what is that? DD1 is going to take a shot at T2. Ka-chunk, that is range 10. I need in 7, and I'm shooting at a concealed guy. So there's a +2 automatically for that, which is fine. I did not get rate of fire, which is very unfortunate, actually, considering. But I will take what I can get. So this is range 9, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know why it's short. One whole hex. Not sure why that's ever a difference there. Okay. Mark that guy. And yeah, let's go to movement phase. In the movement phase, I am going to declare a dash with the guy in BB6 to Z5. So he will go to AA6 as a result. As he gets there, I'm going to I'm going to reveal the back guy in W8. He's going to take a shot at 2 down 2. No. So that's just a miss. He gets the Z5. We're going to put a 1 residual. He gets the Z5, and the pin guy is going to take a shot. I don't think it's halved because he's reached his destination, but we're looking at a 9 flat, which is task checked for pin task check, which he's fine. So he is also first fired now. That's a real big problem. Oh yeah, there's also +1 hindrance, which I didn't calculate, but it's okay. It was a miss anyways. Okay. Outside of that, big old stack in AA9. They won't lose concealment, but they will go 2, 4, and then 6. Yeah. 4, 6, and then that guy is concealed. You know what? 2, 4. Let's live dangerously here. I will take a shot at this because, wow. Okay. Well, it is doubled to 8, and then cowers to 6. Flat. So 2 on 6 is still a KIA. That's a bummer. But they are finaled with 2 residual, which is kind of nice. It's not really the best, but we're going to try something here and see if we can take the advantage. Danzig police or whatever, Shupo or whatever, they will go to BB5 for 1. Do I let them get away with this? Probably not. Also, I need to do... So that was... I might have calculated that wrong anyways. I did a task check, but it's doubled halved, so it would have been 4. So it wouldn't have been a task check. Doesn't matter. I am going to reveal an MMG and have them shoot. Okay, well, not going great so far. We'll just fire on fire. So this would be 2. That's a 1, 2, 3. As he gets here, I'm going to have this guy shoot as a 4 down 2. Cowers, it's a 2 down 2. That's 4 on 2, which is a 1 morale check, which somehow this guy passes. He has Axis Minor stuff going on because he's an Axis Minor. So, heat a battle roll. Okay. He can't surrender, right? Does he surrender? But he wouldn't be able to. Also, classic 212, which I can't tell you how many times I've seen that, which is insane. I don't know if they would be counted as anything special. Hmm. Yeah, I think he just instantly surrenders, which he can't surrender, so he becomes disrupted. I think is the how that works. I could be wrong, but I think that's how that works. And now at this point, things are like just terrible. So I'm gonna have guy in BB7 is going to bypass 1, 2. Might as well have this guy shoot again. That is doubled, have twice, so 2 firepower. So it's down 2. So 5 on 2 is a pin test check, or no, 5 on 2 is normal. Huzzah! They break. All right, that sucks. That's not a great result. And like these guys are all final fire. I can't take advantage of that, which that's a bummer. I believe I would see. Well, I think I would see this, but whatever. Okay, well that happened and sucks. Yeah. All right. That's it for movement. Defense fire phase. Everybody that could shoot has shot. Or sorry, not everybody that could shoot has shot. Heavy machine gun in T2 is going to shoot back at the mortar. Huzzah! No effect, because that is a +2 at the very least. Huzzah. I do have rate of fire. I'll shoot again. That's a 7 on 6, which I believe is a normal. He's fine. I will take a third shot. Yeah, 5 on 6, I think, is a 2 check. Is 5 on 6 2 check? No, it's still 1 check. Okay. Or sorry, it's a 4 on 6 because it's up 2. I don't know why I'm saying up 3. But 4 on 6 is a 2 check, which they passed anyways, which is crazy to think about. I will shoot again. No effect, and they're done. Or, no, because it's +2, 9. Cool. Machine gun in T1 is also going to reveal, and they will shoot at Z5, which I'm pretty sure they can see no problem. Yeah. It is a 6-up-1. Okay. Nothing happens, and no rate, which is a bummer. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I am going to have the 447 and Z5 shoot at the adjacent guy. No effect. That's it. Routes. In the route phase, this guy has to low crawl because he's got nowhere he can go. This guy's going to go back 1, and we're going to toss him at the bottom, so it's not super confusing. Then it's the poles. The poles will have their one guy attempt to move back to Z10. They do have to... they can go below the wire. I believe this is a legal play. I could be wrong, but I think that's a legal play. So that'll happen. Then we go to advances. In the advance phase, we're going to do this and this and this. And then these guys get their concealment. This guy's going to go in because I need this. And this stack, or this group, is going to go to Z7. I need to gain territory here. We go to CC phase. In the CC phase, there is a ambush chance. So Germans and then Poles. Poles are ambushed. 1 to 1, I think down 1, which doesn't do anything. And then a 1 to 2 up 1. Is there anything else? So 1 to 2 up 1. I don't think there's any other changes, which surprisingly is enough for a casualty reduction, which is insane to think about. Yeah, that happens. This turns into a melee, and the turn continues, or the turns continue. We go to turn 2 for the Poles. They do get to roll for the reinforcements. So they will roll a single die roll, and then but they don't have any losses. Never mind. The Germans will start to get to roll for that. So weather, no change. After that, I've got... I have rallies, of which there is one self-rally, which they don't get, shockingly, and then this guy just re-DMs anyways, and then a repair, which they will not get, because that's a medium. Over on the German side, they will get, they will attempt to rally a squad, and 6 goes to 10, down 2, it is enough, so they will get a squad back. Then we go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, HMG against mortar. Huzzah! No rate. No, I don't think no. Next up, other HMG is also going to shoot. He gets a +3 modifier. That's a 9 on 6, which shouldn't be anything. Second shot, another 9 on 6, nothing. No effect, no rate. Prep fire otherwise, 4 up 1, no. And then 4 up 1, also no. That sucks. These guys don't really have anything. This stack is going to reveal, except for the 8-1, because I don't need to show them. And I will do a 2 up 1, no effect, rate. It's a +2, -1, that's an up 1. It's a 6 on 2, which is enough for a PTC. So pin test check. Leader passes, squad passes. We'll take another shot, this time at 4 firepower up 1, no effect, and no rate. So now I kind of see everything as the Germans. In the movement phase, this guy, probably, do I care? No, he's good where he is because of the railroad rule. This guy in the foxhole just is fine. I don't need to do more than that. I think I'm good with defensive, or to go to the defensive. Mortar and DD1 takes a shot. This guy is now not concealed, which is perfect. There's a +1 for hindrance. I don't count TEM in this. It is a hit. And IFT, wow. That's a -1 +1. So it's a 3 on 3? Yeah, 3 on 3, 2 morale check. Of course that guy breaks. That's... wow. Okay, I'll shoot again. Why not? No. No effect. Pretty sure no effect. Cool. Look, I'll take killing a crew, or at least breaking a crew for sure. Stack in Z7 shoots at X7. Wow. Okay, well that's 16. It would normally be up 2. That 16 goes to 12, so it's a 4 on 12. 4 on 12 is a 3 morale check. Yeah, you're broken for sure. Sadly, because they cower, if only I had the leader with them. Not what I wanted. Because they cower, they don't get to shoot again. I don't think that AA7 has a shot, but I'll click again. We'll see. There's no way. This has to be broken. There's no way. Yeah, no, that clips. That LOS is not. LOS is broken on this map. For sure. Okay. So, that didn't work out, which is fine. I did this twice now. Huzzah. There we go. I am going to shoot with W9 first. It is a up to -1. So it's an up 1 on 8. 7 on 8 should be a 1 morale check. You have got to be kidding me. That's an ELR break reduction. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting this, I'll be honest. Yeah, wow, okay. That's them. I kind of have my options here. I think I'm going to try and punish that guy instead. So that's a 8 up 2, so 8 on 8, normal morale check. He's fine. I don't have anybody else to shoot with, so advanced fire phase, I mean, none. If I'm being honest, everybody is shot. This one guy in the foxhole, I guess technically, you know what? He'll take a shot at this guy. No effect. Yeah, probably should have done that prep fire. It doesn't really matter. Routes. This is kind of an insane part here. Do I keep this HMG guy? I think I will, but I'm going to regret it. Meanwhile, this guy is going to go up for 3, 5, and this guy will do the same. This guy has to route, so 2 or 1, 3, 5 there. That's it for him. I guess technically I could have shot him. What would I have gotten if I shot? Because I wasn't really thinking about it. Cowers, it's a 5 on 6. It's a 1 check. This guy's reduced. But he gets away with his life anyways. Cool. What else do we got here? I think that's it for routes. Advances. I mean, look, there's not much I can really do. I'm going to move this guy out and just kind of pray he gets to do something. And then we go to CC, 2 to 1 for the Poles, and then a 1 to 2 for the Germans. You gotta be kidding me. 2 to 1, that's a kill on both sides. Okay. This is kind of getting ridiculous, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Very strange. Okay, what else do we got here? I think that's it for turn 2. Turn 3, weather, no change. Oh, did I forget? I did forget to do that. Didn't matter. I'm gonna say I didn't get it anyways. Optional reinforcements. So I have, I get to roll another, and I've lost 4 CVP, -1. I get to choose either B or C. Now, either one gets me troops. You know what? I'm just going to go and give myself the 237 and 137. So 2 half squads, which really sucks. 237 and 137. Yeah. Okay, so that's option B. That is now no longer available. And they come in on GG5 and or GG6. Cool. So they will... Y'all come there. Cool. That's it for the reinforcement part of things. Yeah, that's it for reinforcements. Now for rallies and things. So rally phase, I don't get to self-route, or sorry, this guy did need to move. Nobody could shoot at him if he goes here and then here. I don't think it's getting closer, and this guy was occupied, so yeah. And he couldn't see these guys. So I think that's fine. Nonetheless, Germans do get this guy to attempt to rally, so that goes away. Still disrupted. On the Polish side, they don't get to rally this guy. I'm going to put this guy here. They don't get to rally these guys. There's a self-rally, which doesn't work. DM's probably going to stay on. And then a repair attempt, which also doesn't work. Okay. Prep fire. We're going to do artillery against that guy. That's the artillery is successful. IFT, that's a -2, I believe, because it's off-board artillery. So there's the normal air burst, and then there's the -1 for it being 36. So it's a 6 on 36, which is a 1 KIA. So it just goes away. And then I roll... If it's in a woods hex, I roll a die roll. It's not... it does not create palm debris. Which, sure. Whatever. That's it for the artillery. Mortar will take a shot at the at this. They will get a hit because of the +1 down 2, and have rate. IFT, nothing happens, but it flips this guy. I'm going to shoot again. It is a miss, but I do have rate. We'll shoot again. It is a hit, but no rate. And then no effect. Pretty sure that's no effect. That's actually a great question. I have not rolled a 3 in anything but CC. That's kind of crazy. Wow, that actually has been the case. I rolled 2s. I rolled everything but a 3 in regular stuff. Alright, I was curious as to why the snipers had not moved. But, whatever. Okay. Other prep fire activities. Honestly, there's not really anything for me to do. I kind of just need to chase people down. That's really all that needs to happen. So, we'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, stack in W9 is going to assault move to V9. I am going to have these guys shoot because I just would not trust it regardless. They are ineffective. The group in U8 is also going to take a shot at them because I just don't trust it. It's a +2 down 1, so it's a +1 shot on 4. 7 on 4 is a pin test check. So the leader is pinned. So they're both pinned. All right. So they are both pinned. The machine gun has rate, but he's locked. I did not think about this. This is something that is going to... Yeah, this is punishing me because I'm not really accounting for it. So the covered arc has to be down this way, and therefore he can't shoot anywhere else, which really sucks because there's nowhere else for him to shoot. So rip that guy. Squad in X8 is going to go to W8 for 2 and then W7 for 4 because I want to flip these guys. The 8-1 and the guy with the demo are going to go to Z6 for 1, 2-3 into Y6, and then 4-5 into X5. And I'm going to have these guys shoot. It's a doubled up 1 down 1, so it's 6 on 8, which is should be a 1 check. So the 5-4-8 is pinned. The leader is broken, which that sucks. So that's a bummer. I'm not gonna put any residual because I don't think I'm gonna have anybody else hang out in there. The gang in Z7 is going to go to Y7 for 1, bypass 2, and then, fuck it, we'll just do 3-4. I don't think I need to worry too much. Like, I can throw caution to the wind at this point. So they get into W6 for 4 total. Squad in Y10 is going to CX. They will go to X9 for 2, into W9 for 4, then into V8, and they will find the wire there. And they do not make it over the wire, so they are stuck on the wire right now. I've got a 137 that will declare CX. They will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then... you know what? I'm going to take a shot with the heavy... I don't think I can see these guys. Maybe? That's such a sus thing. I don't think it would. So I'm going to take a shot at him. So 6 down, 2 cowers. Excuse me. Cowers, so it goes down to 4. So nothing happens. Final 7 for the road bonus, and then this guy's CX as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and road bonus AA6 for 7. That's it. We go to defensive fire phase. I mean, this guy will take a shot adjacent. So, it's an 8. I don't think there's any other... Like, it's a down 1, so 5 on 8. Okay, well, that guy ELRs, breaks, and is halved. At least that is consistent on both sides. Loses CX. Okay, and outside of that, I think that's it. He's finaled. Technically, this guy could shoot again. No, all right. It'd be a 2-up-1. Yeah, 7 on 2 doesn't do anything. All right, advanced fire phase. The MMG can't participate, but I will shoot because why not? So it is. It would normally be 11. That's doubled to 22. It goes back down to 11, and then it's up 2. So that is a 7 on 11, which is a 1 morale check. Interestingly enough, he's fine. I won't bother with anything else. 4-up-1 hours, but that's still a normal morale check on 2. One guy's fine, and this guy is eliminated. And then, I guess well, whatever. I'll roll it. So that is 2. It's a 5 on 2. It's a normal. Okay. This is insane. So that happened. Sniper activates. Where is he going? 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he has to pick the disrupted guy. So disrupted guy picks up a sniper and is re-DM'd. Poor guys. I think it has to pick him because he's closest. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was an odd turn. Routes. Germans first. The leader in X5 is gonna go into the foxhole. You know what? He's just gonna go there. Or I could have him. Yeah, you know what? Why not? He can go all the way there. These guys have to try and get out of the wire. They make it because it costs them 1 to get under, and then they go to W9. I don't care to, have them go further. Do I abandon this? I'm gonna take one more chance. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take one more chance, and then this guy has to drop the medium machine gun and is going to go into the fortified house. There's just nowhere for him to go otherwise. Well, that's not true, but there's no good spot for him to go. So that's that. I am going to... Oh, sorry. This guy had to route. He's going to route down 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, he can. He's going to route 1 down so I can get potential rallies. In the advanced phase, I am going to have guys join up on this foxhole. You're going to go up by 1. Follow the road and go in the woods. Or here and here. You know what? I don't know if he can see through these trees, so I will go into the woods and prep. I think that's it. We'll get one CC counter going, and CC phase. So over here, Germans, Poles, no ambush. It's a 2-1 for the Germans and a 1-2 for the Poles. Probably should have done a 1-1, but it doesn't matter. The 2-1 has no mods, as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure nobody has anything special for... Yeah, they don't have anything special for that. Oh, I should have mentioned, for the CVP, the prisoners count double, but I don't think it matters. I'll be honest. So yeah, 2-1. I need a 7. I got exactly 7, which means this guy is reduced. Like, at this point, the Germans are just, like, very comfortable in getting CVP. And because they're keeping pace, it doesn't matter. And I think that's kind of the most just kind of important part of this scenario, is that as long as the Germans are at a similar pace, they technically can't lose. You would need things to go far worse for the Germans. I guess really what it comes down to is I've had, like, well, the first turn didn't have anything happen, which I think is just indicative of starting at Hex Row FF, considering the setup. But, you know, turns 2 and 3 didn't really help out the Poles. The CC helped out. The CCs, like, got them, you know, half their points or whatever, but otherwise, like, you're not really getting anything out of it. So the Germans have lost 6 points, whereas the Poles have lost 7, surprisingly. I would have thought that number was higher. But nonetheless, 7, you know, they're still in the lead, and that's really all that matters here. So, weather, no change. They do get to roll for reinforcements. So, huzzah. They have lost 6, so that goes to -3. So the Poles get their A and B. A and B is specifically a 458 and a 248. So 458 and a 248. Problematically for them, these guys come in from off board, and you know, while they can come in from not necessarily anywhere, because it's still, does this say, like, I'm gonna assume that they still have to come in the same sides as optional SSR A, because, or sorry, enter on Q, sorry, I don't know why I'm not paying attention to that. They can either enter on Q1, Q4, or Q9. Q9 probably makes the most sense. Or no, it doesn't make any sense at all. Because they would go through direct fire. Is this on every turn I get to move this? Each player turn. So yeah, I do get to bring it up from anywhere. Though it can't, yeah. There's no way. There's no way that direct fire acts exactly as a gun. Yeah, I don't think it's possible because you have to gain battery access, which I guess technically I didn't do those other times. I mean, alright. Yeah, okay, cool. So I would have gotten it for those other attempts. The red, I just do 2 in a row, and I'm not supposed to do that because I have to toss it back into the pile. Whatever. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter because the direct fire, like, yeah, it just doesn't work that way, which is really dumb. I'm not liking this at all. But yeah, I think this kind of just makes the most sense, and we'll go from there. So that's it for the reinforcements. When it comes to rally, we're going to do polls first. So self-rally over here. They don't get it. DM comes off. Rally from the leader. +4 down 2. No. And then over here, also no. Wow, just Wow. This guy flips and leader. The German side, they're going to lose DM on the guy in W9. And then over here, leader's going to self-rally. Nope. And then DMs come off. And that's it. Prep fire phase. I have a medium machine gun. And the medium machine gun is going to shoot at the 9-1. That is a 4. It's an up 1 shot. So that's 7 on 4 pin test check. Leader's fine. Squad's fine. They will shoot again. They will break the MMG. I am so very close to calling this. 6 up 1. 8 on 6 is nothing. I do have rate. They will cower. They will cower, but at the very least, they don't have anything too crazy happen to them. It's an up 1, 3 on 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, K2. So this guy is just also vaporized. He's vapor rubbed. I am locked in this direction. I'm going to take an opportunity to shoot at X5. I don't think I can see X5. I cannot see X5. Okay. I wouldn't have hit him anyways. And no rates, which is unfortunate. Movement phase. These guys coming in from off board. I am going to have them go 1, 2, 3, 4. All I can do. I don't have any other movements that I want or care to do. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, mortar, shoot, huzzah. That is a hit plus rate. No effect. Second shot is a hit, no rate, no effect. This guy is damned. I don't know why I keep doing this. 447. It's a 8 up 1, 8 on 8. Normal morale check. Leader is fine, and the broken guy is also fine. Stack. Your V9 is going to shoot back, because why not? You got to be kidding me. So that's a +5, -1, +4. That's a normal morale check. Okay. Okay. And then he's fine. Sniper doesn't activate, but he is re-DM'd. It's insane. Okay, well, I mean, one side has gotten luckier than the other, that's for sure. I need to delete this. There we go. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, definitely some. In the route phase, I have, these guys are finally going to ditch it. I don't think that's going to work, so I need to ditch it. These guys don't have to move. These guys do have to move, so we'll do there. Advances, we're going to do, you go there, you go there. Yeah. I don't have anything else. CC, I'm going to have the 2-4H try to kill the guy with the MMG. No, and then like 4-1. Yeah, it's a 4-1. There's no way. Yeah, I would need a 9 at least. So he's gone. Melee counter goes away. CC is over. We go to German turn 4. On the German turn 4, I get to check for 2 things, 2 reinforcement types. So, first off, weather, no change. That's a really good number. I am going to roll for the turn, potential turn reinforcements. I will get the turn reinforcements, which means I get an 8-0, a 4-4-7, a 3-4-7, and a DM MMG, which is kind of crazy. So you go on there, you go there, you go there. And these guys come in on East Edge, so anywhere on East Edge, which is also kind of crazy. Not going to lie. Yeah, I don't want him getting shot at. And then I also do the optional, okay, I've lost, how many I lost so far? It's 4, 7, and these guys have lost Another 3, right? That's 4, 6, yeah. So I can get all of the reinforcements I have not yet gotten. Well, yeah, this is kind of a weird rule. I don't think I like this rule all that much. So I get another 4, 6, 7. I got a 4, 6, 7. And the only thing I haven't gotten yet is the 3, 4, 7. So I got another 2 squads. And, like, I don't know, man. I guess I'll just check for the rallies and stuff. Maybe that'll change things up. But I feel like this is kind of over. I'm going to do self-rally. No, I'm going to do the self-rally for the leader. Leader will come back. He'll attempt to rally. The other guy doesn't work. On the Polish side, they're going to try the self-rally first. Nope. And then guy in the fortified building will get it. He is going to try a repair. He gets the repair, so I guess there's that. That's pretty nice. And then over here, 9, they will also get this. So they got a lot of their guys back at the least, but I don't know, man. It is also very suspicious. That's it for rallies. Prep fire, I'm going to do... I don't think it misses. I don't know how that's going to... I'm going to say that hits, but I don't know how that would otherwise work. It's a -2, I guess, because it's woods. Oh, I got to do battery access. Never mind, sorry. I didn't get battery access. Doesn't matter. Cool, cool, cool. Because I was going to try and blow up U10, and then I could see into here, I guess. I don't know. I don't even think that would be possible. I'd probably have to shoot at U9 first, and then a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Okay. Important question for myself, because I never really think about this. So, I have to win 13 or, yeah, more VP than the other guys. So right now... Oh, I don't think he can see that. Shit. So right now, I would get 1 VP for all the buildings east of Hex Row Z being controlled. I get 3 VP for controlling 1 of the fortified building locations. So it's +4. And then +5 for the unbroken. So I'm looking at 9. I'm at 19. I'm missing 1 VP. Yeah. I don't know. That too. It's gonna be a real big problem. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume I'm not in a auto win situation, but I definitely don't. Well, I don't know why I did that. But I definitely don't feel comfortable as the Germans. Mortar shoot at the other guy. Wow, that is just a hit. IFT no effect, and sniper doesn't activate. I'll shoot again because I got rate. I will get rate. I'm looking at +2. They're not concealed. Yeah, it's +2, -1. What's the range on that? 10. I think that's a miss. I'll shoot again. Or sorry, the first shot would be no. Yeah. So that's just a miss. And I didn't get any effect on there, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could do that. Okay, so I go to movement phase. In the movement phase, I'm going to declare an assault move into the foxhole in U9. I will take a shot. 8 down, or sorry, 8 up 1. So, okay, well, these guys both break. Or, sorry, he pins and the squad breaks. And then the squad is going to take a shot. It's up 2, no effect. And, yeah. On the plus side, they are both first fired, no rate. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with that. Okay. I'm gonna declare CX with the guy with the LMG. He's gonna bypass for 1, bypass 2, bypass 3. Or sorry. Yeah, no, I want to do V4. I'm gonna shoot with the HMG. I really don't think I can see there though. No, I can. That's just straight shot. That's still 7 on 6, which is 7 on 6 a normal. It is. Okay, that's a bummer. That is a first fire and locked in that direction, which not the end of the world at this point. 447 is going to assault move. I will take a shot with these guys. It is a flat shot on 12, which is a morale check. All right, well, now everything's just going wrong for the Germans, which is kind of crazy. MMG will go 2-4. Okay. What else do I got here? Yeah, I guess I could do... It's just, would a CX be worth it? Would a CX be worth it? I guess this guy's direction is this way, which is true. So I could do something like 2. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't be able to do anything with. Yeah, I think I need a 2-turn setup for this. So unless I did. Yeah. Okay. This guy loses CX. 1, 2, 3. Or I guess bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take another shot with him. No, alright. Nothing happens there. So nothing happens there. These guys are both going to CX, but they're going to go in different directions. So for clerical purposes, actually they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Road bonus. This leader is going to go here for 2, 4, 6. These guys are going to declare CX. 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, bypass 5, 6, 7. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, bypass 6, 7, 8. Just makes more sense. And then this guy is going to go 2, 4. Why not? And that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase in the defensive. These guys will shoot again. Why not? So they're half now. So 6. So that's a 4 on 6. Okay. Really? Yeah, 4 on 6 is a 2 morale check. So I didn't get a K result. Because it's +1, -1. What's your roll here? So you were broken. Broken. So it's a +1. And then that's it, because you're German. So it goes to 6. That's a hero battle harden. All right. Battle harden. Oh, no. That is ass. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's the worst result for the polls here. So they've final fired. These guys, I guess, why not? It's an up 2 on 4. It's a 7 on 4. It's a pintash check. Nothing happens. These guys can't shoot because they're facing the wrong direction with the MMG. I'm pretty sure they can't turn. I'm pretty sure. I don't. Yeah, I don't think they can. I could be wrong, but maybe it's just the phase. Uh, I'll shoot it then. Why not? No effect. Because it'd be doubled halved, 4, and then up 1, down 1. So nothing happens. All right, cool. Advanced fire phase. Well, now I just get to be kind of crazy with this where I was really not expecting it. So I'm going to have this entire group, V6 and U7, shoot at here, because why not? They cower, which sucks. But, so the number here, this 548 would be 4 firepower plus 2 for 6, 10, 11. So they cower to 8. Sorry, they cower to 6. And then it's plus 3, so wouldn't matter. Yeah, nothing happens there. Preps go away, defensive go away. In the route phase, this guy's going to route 2, 4, 6 because he's never getting closer, so he gets to route forward. The weird stuff. I'm going to break the leader so he can voluntarily route. So 2, 4. This guy is not DM'd. Because I don't know why I wouldn't do that. And then that's it for routes. In the advanced phase, I'm going to jump in here. Because it's not a full squad, it is a half squad equivalent. It does not prevent getting in there, which is why it's that really sucks. You know what? Is it worth it? Probably not. That's probably too dangerous to do. So we'll throw the guy with the DC up there. MMG is going to cover. 8-1's going to check that. These guys are going to advance 1. This guy's going to advance to U4. These guys go to Z8. That's it. CC. We have 1 CC. Germans, Poles, there's no ambush, which is kind of crazy to think about. And then it's a 5-3 for the Germans, down 1. So 3-2, and then it's a 1-2 down 1 for the Poles, which nothing happens because it goes to 5. So yeah, we go to turn 4 for the Polish. Yeah, that should be. I should have done things correctly here. Weather, no change. Again, crazy to see so many low rolls, but not change weather. Nobody's gotten on the threshold for leaders yet, which I guess is good. The Poles got their reinforcements, so they can't roll for anything else. And the Germans got everybody as well, because they got the 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so there's no optional reinforcements outside of the leaders that are possible, and that's really only if they were at 1 or fewer leaders. So there's nothing else to roll for, which I guess is good for both sides. Rally phase, they're going to try a self-rally. They will get a self-rally, luckily. On the German side, they will not do anything there, and they will attempt some rallies here. So I'll do the non-DM guy first. I will get it, actually. And then I've got a +2. Leader comes back, and a +2 as well. So the leader comes back, but that's it. All right. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, this stack is going to shoot the guy with the DC. Wow. That's a 3 on 12, which I'm pretty sure is a KIA. That's a K3 only? All right. Yeah, that guy will break and becomes half squad. but that could have been worse, I guess. So that happens. Sniper doesn't activate, which has been very lucky for the poles. I think if the sniper activates, it's probably game over. Heavy machine gun shoots at mortar. No effect. And no rate. That's terrible. That's it for prep, I believe. Movement phase. The 458 is going to assault move into U9 into the foxhole. As he does that, I will shoot. That's yeah, no effect. Kind of grasping at straws there, but I feel like I need it. Oh, I could try with these guys. Hail Mary from these guys. So there's a +4 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 9. No way. I tried though. 228 is going to assault move to S2 because I don't trust it. That's it for movement. Defensive fire phase. Nobody really has anything. Advanced fire phase, also nothing that I care to do. Because, I mean, 2... Or, technically this would be 3 firepower. But it's 3 up 2, and that's really not good. So we'll just skip it. I don't think it matters all that much. Routes in the route phase. Yeah, we'll go 2-4. Whatever. I don't think anybody else is DM'd and broken. No. Okay. Advances. I don't want to toss all my goose in a gutter, so we're going to toss those guys there. And we're going to be aggressive here and try to take out this. Yeah, I might as well let him come to me. I don't think it matters that much. I would like to take the fight to him, but considering the number of troops, it's probably not a good idea. And then crew goes into foxhole to try and pick up their HMG. And that's it for advances. We go to CC phase. In the CC phase, I am still going to target at a... I guess I could do 1-to-1. Yeah, we'll do 1-to-1 just for shits and giggles. Casualty reduction and the polls are the same thing, and we'll get no result. So random selection. I'm going to drop this guy down because I don't like having it unpaired. So random selection, leader, crew, half squad. So leader, crew, half squad. So leader takes a wound check. He is just wounded, which is just really just terrible for him, if anything, because he's an 8-0 instead of a 9-1 now. And that's it for CC. We go to turn 5. Did I count this? I probably didn't. No. And I don't think there was any change there. So turn 5, weather, no change. Can't get any reinforcements or anything like that. I guess technically I didn't do this, so OBA access. Huzzah, I got it. I will roll the IFT for U10. 7? Actually, it might be a 6. I got a KIA. Did I get anything? No. Alright, useless. He's going to go back there anyways. But rally phase actions, I'm going to self-rally S5. Yeah, alright. I am going to lose DM on this guy. I'm going to try rallies over here. Yeah, I got it. And then, pick up, sure. I picked up a broken MMG. And over here, I picked up a functional HMG. Okay. Oh, you probably can't see that either. That's a bummer for them. Okay. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I have a mortar that's going to continue doing its thing. No success. Prep fired. Battery access. I'm going to try and keep plugging at this. I do have battery access. I will attempt a shot there. That will be a... might be a 3K? Because I'm pretty sure airburst would count, and I think the other -1 counts as well. So it should be a -2. So 2K on this. I did not get this. God damn it. I'm not getting any debris here. There's no other prep fire for me to do. Nope. Movement phase. In the movement phase, the 137 is going to assault move to no, because then gets shot twice. He's going to assault move to T3. T2. Do I take that? You know what? I'm gonna try here. The back machine gun's gonna shoot. It is a down 1, so 5 on 6. I think is a 1 check. 5 on 6 is a 1 check. He's fine. I can't rate a fire because he's only spent 1. So now I really don't trust this, and I'm gonna shoot with the other HMG. So it's a 7 on 12, which I think is also a 1 check. It's also a 1 check. So he's pinned. But these guys are essentially both locked in like so. Like this. And he is first fired. The other guy has rates, which won't matter because this guy will go 1, 2, 3. So he's in there now. Guy with the MMG assault moves to U7. I will take a shot with this guy. So it's a normal morale check. So that guy's fine. That sucks. 8-1 and the 237 will assault move to V9. I am not taking a risk, and I will shoot. He is coward, so he's final fired. Now, there is still residual there, but I am going to try and move W9 into the wire. I don't recall if wire you can assault move. Can you assault move into wire? I feel like you can. It's just that if you fail it, you're just still on top of the wire. Can you... Wire. Wire. Yeah, okay, you do +1 to attack, but you're not really... You're only more vulnerable on CC. When entering, you're placed on top. You gotta spend extra points. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, okay. But if it uses all of its, okay, yeah. So I will attempt wire assault move. That will take all of its movement. I will. I think I have to CX as a result too because of it. Oh, that's a great point. I don't know if. I guess I would declare CX if yeah, I guess there's no point not to declare CX if that's the case. Because if I can't late CX to get over it, then why wouldn't I on an assault move? Yeah, I don't think so, but yeah, I'm just gonna do that because I don't. Oh, you can't. Oh, okay, you can't double time while trying to get. Okay, interesting. I thought you could double time to get underneath the wire, but apparently that's not possible. I will attempt a final protective fire. That is doubled halved -1, 3 on 4, which is probably like a 2 check or something. Yeah, 3 on 4 is a 2 check. Which he's fine, and the other guy breaks, because of course... That's ridiculous. I do get to keep shooting, so huzzah! No. And then that will break. I think that was worthwhile to try for a second shot, because of all the moving factors. Especially like 8 morale, you're not really punishing yourself too much. But anyways, such is life. These CX guys are going to lose CX. They will, I guess, 1, bypass 2, 3, 4 each, because it doesn't really matter. And then this stack, yeah, I would have assembled that. There's no reason not to have assembled that in a prior turn. 2, 3, 4. And then I will try to attempt to go over the wires. It's 1, and they're stuck on top of the wire. Which, oh no, wait, you know what? No, never mind, because of residual. So they're fine there. That would have been 2, 3, 4. You know what? They go there for 6. There. I think that makes the most sense. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, HMG shoot. 5 on 6, I think is a 1 check. Yeah, these guys break. They don't ELR. Don't believe. No rate. And then this guy will take a shot. It is 6 up 1, 8 on 6. I believe it's a pin task check. The guy is pinned. I thought he was fine. We'll take another shot. I think it's a normal check. He's fine. That's because up 1. Yeah, 7 on 6. I'll take another shot. Wow. Okay. It takes another. Wow. That's a 4 on 6. 2 morale check. He's fine. Doesn't even pin. Sniper doesn't activate. Take another shot. No effect. So he's fine. But he is pinned, which is pretty good. Well, final or subsequent. So that's a pin test check on this guy. He's pinned. That sucks. Not that I would have wanted to have him in CC anyways, but that's kind of sucks. That's it for defensive. Advanced fire phase. I mean, I might as well do a 2 up 1. Nope. All right. What else? Those guys don't need to do anything. I can take off residual. Yeah, I think I'll just go to routes. Germans first. So this guy has to try and get under the wire. Oh, now he rolls a 1. So he rolls 1 to get under the wire, and then pays 2. So he's there for 3. This DM guy is going to go back for 2 or 3, I guess technically. This guy has to become prisoner, and the Poles are going to refuse. So no quarter is now in effect. Because I'm pretty sure it's only prisoners only count double for the German player, so there's not. And it's also just not a really good idea to have a crew that's stuck with that of all things. So no quarter allied. Allies get another point. We go to advances, because that should be it for routes. Advances, I'm going to have these guys enter the foxhole, because there's no point not to. You can go to B9. Guy with the MMG. So these guys are going to go to V6. And guy with the MMG is going to go. You're going to go to W7. That guy's pinned. I don't think I can attempt to get under wire in the advance phase. I think it's only if you move into the hex, not if you're already in the hex. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's only in the remove phase, route phase. And I don't think I moved anybody like that. So these guys are going to go under the foxhole. Because why wouldn't I? That's it for advances. We go to CC phase. In the CC phase, 1-1, down 1, no effect. And then 1-1 flat for the Poles, no effect. We have a melee that continues. And that's it for turn 5. Turn 6 for poles. No weather change. What else do we got here? Rally phase. Can they do anything? Self-rally? No. And then the DM comes off, so I don't know why I do that. I'm going to pick up this machine gun and break it, because I don't care. Do I pick it up? Yes. Okay. I'm going to brick it, because I don't care. I will attempt to rally over here. Nope. DM comes off. And that is it. Prep fire phase. 8 flat. 8 normal morale check. Guy's fine. Oh, he's pinned. Damn it. Always with the pins. Always with the pins. HMG. Shoot at guy next to him. That is a 10 on 12. Might be a pin test check. It is a pin test check. 10 on 12. Pin test check. He's fine. That sucks. HMG versus Mortar. No effect. And no rate either. That's 2 in a row. That's it. There's nothing else. Movement phase. None. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, I'm going to do a 4 flat. 5 on 4 is a morale check of some sort. 5 on 4. 1 check. Rolled a 7. Oh, shoot. I've been forgetting this the entire time. They have increased morale. So, no effect. 9 up 1. Oh, come on. 5 on 9. 2 morale check. If these guys break, that's probably just game. Yeah. Break and... Oh. Come on. ELR halved and broken. That's probably game, to be honest. It's another CVP. But now, like... There's nothing I can do to hold back anybody. Like, all the reinforcements are gone. So we go to routes. Go to routes, so 2, 4, 6. And then these guys will do 2, 4. Germans have no routes to do. We go to advances. I mean, there's nothing to do there. There really isn't. If we go to CC, again, it's a 1-to-1 for the Poles. Nope. And 1-to-1 for the Germans. They will get a kill plus a leader generation. They rolled well enough that I think it blows the MMG as well. So, in CC, they get a leader creation. We roll 1 dice. They get a -1 for being German. That's it. Did anybody have a base unit morale? Ooh, that's interesting. I think they would get an extra -1 because the hero has a base unit morale of 8 or greater. So it probably would be a -2, which means I create an 8-0. And the problem with that especially is... so creating an 8-0 is all fine and good. But what really sucks is now this guy, this stack, actually these stacks, I'll get to chase these guys down. So the pin goes away. Here's what I'm kind of talking about. So this guy was 2 CVP and then another 2. These guys go away. We go to turn 6. Weather, no change. We'll do rallies. So in the rally phase, the Germans will attempt a self-rally. They won't get it. They will attempt a normal rally. They will lose a free CVP, which really sucks. And then over here, they don't rally their leader. The DM goes away. And now the game is kind of over. So, Mortar, we'll just try to do this the right way here. So Mortar attacks, no hit. You're prepped. LMG, we're looking at 14 up 2. 11 on 14 might just be a pin test check. Nope, not even. So that happened. And then we go to movement phase. And now I can just do 2, 4. These guys are all flipped. 2, 4. This guy will CX. So he'll go 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. This guy can't CX. He's going to try and get over the wire. Costs him 4. He's got a movement point left, I guess. We'll just have him go here. These guys will declare CX. They will get out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I don't need to mess with anything else. Yeah, I really don't need to do anything else. Like, theoretically, if I wanted to be cheaper, I would have moved this guy. So, blah, blah, blah. We'll do defensive. We'll shoot with them. 11 on 12 is nothing. So that's that's defensive. I'll shoot with him for fucks. Nope, no effect. So that's it. And then we get to routes, and then these guys can't go anywhere. So I will take them all as prisoners. So I take them all as prisoners, and they are worth double, which means they are worth 16 points. Because they're each worth double. So that's 4, or sorry, that's 4, that's, I don't know why I said 16. They're worth 8. Which still gets me to the exact number for CVP specifically. But as long as I don't lose anybody, which at this case, like, routes have happened, right? So I can do one of two things. If I'm being silly, I can throw a guy into CC. And then I can just create a wall of bodies that exist specifically to frustrate the Polish troops and not lose anybody. So I will go to CC, Germans, Poles, no ambush. 2-1 for the Germans, 1-2. Whatever, I'll just stick with it. It doesn't matter. Even if the Poles kill these guys, I still get 4 points, which gets me to 27, and they would lose. The Germans would lose 2 if this one squad dies, which, you know, 12, 27, I'm over the limit. If nothing changes here and they stay, oh, it's unbroken. Well, wouldn't matter. So, yeah, like, especially with this being melee at this point, like, the choice is either, actually, there's not really much of a choice, period. Like, rally, this guy comes back, woohoo. We go to prep fire. HMG shoots mortar. No effect. Movement none. Defensive. Mortar shoots back. That is a hit. No effect. Sniper doesn't activate. Second shot. Hit. Rate. No effect. Third shot. Hit. Rate. No effect. Fourth shot. Hit. No effect. And rate. Another shot. And again, like, I guess it'd be pin test checks. I might have gotten 2 pin test checks. No and yes. So now this guy's pinned, so he can't help out this melee. We go to all the stuff. We go to CC. 1-2, 2-1. Same thing. I could technically move these guys back. But if I move these guys... Actually, if I move these guys back, I don't think they can bring the HMG. We'll say they can. But regardless, like, okay, so these guys go here, but then, like, the same dilemma exists, and it doesn't get me anything else. So, for example, if these guys, let's say I move them to be an S3 because I want to maintain the railroad adjacency. Cool. These guys claim the foxhole. So now the problem is, you know, it's the German route, or the German turn, of which there's nothing left. So the Germans are the only ones that can do anything. We go to prep fire, because I don't care for that. We'll do weather, and then IFT, so nothing happens. And then again, the same thing of, I can shoot these 2 guys, potentially get results. I guess mortar? Oh! What am I looking at here? Mortar... doubles to 12, and then it's a minus, or it's a +1 for -1 up to 7 on 12, 1 morale check. So let's see if this affects this guy at all. One morale check. All right, cool. So this guy breaks. That's all that happens. We'll say, okay, well, I don't know why that deleted. Not what I wanted. So, blah, we go to routes. This guy has to route away. He loses his HMG. We go to advances. We do this all over again. CC, ambush. So German, Poles, no ambush. 2-1. And then a 1-2. So the 2-1 will kill so these guys are dead. Did I get a 1 on that? Yes. So I believe the HMG dies as well because the guy was killed. So guy dies. This guy becomes a half squad. This is 2 points. 1. Prisoners would be with anybody. It doesn't matter. We'll say I somehow forked them over to the 9-1. But again, I get all the points for the Germans when it comes to the building control, the fortified building location control, and now the Poles have no unbroken MMCs on or adjacent to a railroad hex. So the Germans get there with their 9 CVP. That brings them to 26. Even if I don't claim the prisoners, that's still 15 points. So the Germans win on this one. As for how I feel about this scenario, it's not bad. I had worse feelings about this when I was starting. I will admit, I got cold feet on this. Yes, sorry, Gorn Goblin. This is the Poles versus the Germans. This is Lions of Westerplatte from ASL scenario ASLOK XX anniversary. The 20th anniversary pack from 2005. I think you can get the pack on the ASL Scenario Archive. I'm not 100% sure. Apologies if I missed your message. One, I need to get better at having like the chat up, and 2, there's no timestamps on these, and that's really annoying. I really wish that would work, because I swear I had my timestamps up before. I'm gonna check to see if I can do that now, because it's over. Chat appearance. Timestamp. There we go. Oh, perfect. I didn't miss too much. Sorry, Gorn Goblin. I know it was 18 minutes late, but better late than never. Yeah, so that's it for the scenario. Like I said, had a lot more misgivings about this scenario than initially thought. I don't like the naval off-board artillery. I think the Nova of this scenario is probably the weakest thing about this. For 2 reasons. One, its Nova really feels kind of out of place for this scenario as it currently is. And 2, because it's not an aerial observer, you don't have the ability to see anywhere past your first few hexes. And few is also being generous. Unless you were to blow up a woods hex and get the KIA to generate debris and then presumably remove the woods, you can then shoot 1 hex further into the area. Which, look, I'm gonna be honest, if you have a boat that's supposed to be like next door, I don't know, that just, it feels weird. It feels weird to have artillery that doesn't really get to reach anywhere except this. Like, this box is all you can shoot at unless you just dig your way through hexes, and that's silly. I get it's direct fire because it's so close, but anyways, seems like an odd choice, not gonna lie. I do still enjoy this scenario. Probably not, it's not a 10 out of 10, but I'd say a solid 7, 6 for sure. But anyways, that's how I feel about this one. I hope you all enjoyed. I have received word that, unfortunately, Rutan will not be available this weekend. So It will likely just be a solo night this coming Saturday. Nothing. I don't think I have anything else that's going to interrupt that. So fingers crossed. But I should have a scenario, solo or otherwise, this coming Saturday. Have a lovely week and bye.